In this video, I'll be showing you how to replace a spark plug on a Nissan Sentra. It is located on the engine. Let's get started. We're going to want to start off by opening our hood and making our way to our engine. As you can see, there's a cover. We're going to want to remove this cover just by pulling up. Set it aside. Now that our cover's off, we're going to want to make our way up to the top of the engine and look down here. We have 4 ignition coils. We're removing the innermost one. As you can see, it has the most stuff around it. Now we're going to locate the ignition coil closest to the driver's side of the vehicle. As you can see, it has the most amount of stuff in the way. So I'm going to be using some needle nose pliers to remove these clamps and get these holes out of the way so we could access the ignition coil. I'm going to hold this and pull at the same time. Quick inspection and set it aside. I'm going to locate this second evap hose. As you can see, there's another small clamp, so we're just going to set it aside. Now we have gained more access to the ignition coil. So now I'm going to use a flat blade screwdriver to push down on the tab on the connector to the ignition coil. I'm going to pull at the same time. Quick inspection for any corrosion or damage. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the ignition coil, but first we have a 10mm bolt. I'll be removing that right now. Quick inspection, set it aside. Now we're going to go ahead and remove our ignition coil. Now we're going to pull up and set it aside. So now we're going to remove our spark plug. For this, you can use a dedicated spark plug socket. I'll be using a 14mm. Just gonna stick that down in there. Make sure I am on the spark plug. I'm gonna break it loose. I'm going to be using a magnet to go and get it. Before we install, we want to compare them to make sure they match up. Make sure they're the same length. We have our new spark plug. We're going to go ahead and put it in the socket and drop it down. We're going to want to make sure to get in a couple threads by hand first to ensure we don't cross thread or damage any threads for the spark plug. Now that that's bottomed out, we're going to go ahead and torque these to 14 foot-pounds. I have my torque wrench here. Now we're going to go ahead and remove our tool. Now we're going to reinstall our ignition coil. We're going to put it in the same orientation as they came out. We're going to press down and line it up with the threads on the valve cover. So push down. You're going to get your 10mm. And we're going to snug it up. Reconnect the electrical connector. Push in till you hear an audible click. Make sure it's firm. Now that our ignition coil is back on, we're going to go ahead and re-secure these PCV hoses. Push on. And do that same for the other side. Hold while you push in. and secure your clamps. You want to pull and make sure it doesn't come loose. Now onto the last clamp. You're going to want to do the same. Pull, make sure it doesn't come undone. And now we're going to reinstall our cover. Remember the orientation that we were moving from. I'm going to slide over. There will be some rubber grommets that these tabs will go in. Once they're in place, firmly push down. Make sure it's secure. Now you're going to want to do the same for all the other spark plugs.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.